You're back with us at the Watford Colosseum. Well, Darren Barker's a lightning stoppage there, really, taking just 4 rounds to beat Darren McDermott means we have a chance to show you a real crowd-pleasing light middleweight on the undercard here at Watford Colosseum. He's a very good-looking lad as well. His name is Steve O'Meara. He's busy. He's done a few modelling assignments as well. He's aged 25. He's had 7 fights and he has won the lot. And his opponent, Drew Campbell, well, he's hoping to get the verdict this time round. Campbell was on the wrong end of a points decision when the pair met in Norwich earlier this year. This one is a 6-rounder. O'Meara is in the black trunks, and we're going to pick it up right at the start.
Seconds out, first round.
This is a 6-rounder made at light middleweight, and the undefeated Steve O'Meara in the black and pink shorts from West Drayton. An unblemished professional record so far. 7 wins, 2 by stoppage, and he's done all that's been required pretty well so far. Drew Campbell, his opponent tonight, from Colchester, who has only 1 win in 9 pro contests, but O'Meara shapes pretty well, Duke, and he's staying busy.
He certainly is, and this is, for me, a welcome return. These two have boxed before. O'Meara won. I thought the fight was very, very close, but O'Meara, to me, looks like he's listening to the advice of his corner. They're starting this fight like he actually wants to fight and like he actually wants to win. Fighting with some nice urgency. Got his left hand up nice and high, which is what he doesn't normally do. He's accustomed to carrying it down by his waist.
I'm told Steve, who's a good-looking lad, sponsored by a gentleman's club in Windsor.
Is that a fact? Well, we watched him work, didn't we, John, when we went over to their gymnasium, and he sparred some very impressive rounds for me with Lenny Dawes. I thought he really looked the part, but you know, you want to carry your form from the gym to the fight.
A relative late comer to the game, wasn't he? He was a footballer as a younger lad, but he's really fancying the job. 25 years old.
As I said before, they have boxed before. O'Meara sneaked home in a very tight decision. Wouldn't have been happy with his performance in that fight, and he's certainly fighting a completely different O'Meara tonight.
Trying to keep his defence tight as he comes in and lands those telling body shots.
Just got to move his head just a little bit, O'Meara. Just getting clipped a little bit there by Campbell. I mean, Campbell, for his part, is very strong. Doesn't throw at the same work rate as O'Meara, but big punches nonetheless. But this round, for me, being dominated by O'Meara, nice work rate, nice clusters of punches, and going to the body also.
Turned that right hand over the top pretty effectively.
There's a nice urgency about O'Meara tonight.
He's outworking Campbell at the moment, isn't he?
Yeah, I'd say he's doing a number on him in this round.
Good round for Steve O'Meara. Familiar figure of Jim McDonnell in his corner.
Stick and plenty of jab, boom, boom, and relax a little bit more, then pick your shots rather than wasting them. Yeah. You land a couple of nice body shots. Establish the jab a bit more this round. Yeah, boxing nice, boxing really nice. And also, just relax it, just relax a bit, try too hard, don't try too hard. Place your shots, establish your jab, the main thing this round. Establish your jab, introduce your feints into your boxing, and think about your defence a little bit. Draw shots off him and counter him. Not fake.
Don't get any closer than that, stop working. Roll, every time you roll, throw a shot back. But don't throw one back.
Corners, 10 seconds.
Okay, start working.
Seconds out, round 2.
Steve O'Meara, I think, will be pretty pleased with the way things went in that opening round. and all taking place in pretty good spirit. Referee Richie Davis not having too much to do apart from watch the action so far.
And that's nice defence from O'Meara. Saw the attack coming, kept his guard up, kept his chin down, and just sidestepped and backed off. Quite impressive. And slapping the jab tonight, something which he doesn't normally do, but obviously the learning curve continues, and he's learning quite nicely in this fight. Looks almost like a different fighter, O'Meara, when he uses that jab. Just carried the left hand, sorry John, just carried the left hand a little bit low and got clipped with the overhand right.
Campbell managed to walk him down, didn't he, and get in range and land a solid right hand.
Yes. Campbell needs to up his work rate, needs to really bully O'Meara, particularly on the inside when he's close. That's where he's going to have success. Can't stand off O'Meara, he'll get outboxed. See, O'Meara, that was quite impressive from O'Meara, because when the punches were coming back to him, he was still in the firing line, but tucked his hands up nice and tight, tucked the elbows in, which is even more important, because Campbell was going to the body, blocked the shots, and came back with his own combination. Nice little roll. Again, for me, Campbell just getting outworked in this round.
Solid left hand from O'Meara, getting the applause from ringside. And a decent combination as well.
Beautiful body shot by O'Meara. Absolutely bent his knees perfectly. Sunk in a left hook to the body. It's better rolling by O'Meara on the back foot, which is what we're not accustomed to. This is what he demonstrated when we saw him work.
Something he's been working on, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. This is what he demonstrated when we saw him work over at the gym. It's increasingly hard to carry your gym form to the fight, but this is what impresses me about O'Meara in this particular fight.
Seconds out, round 3.
Third round, and O'Meara, as we might have expected at the moment, in control. Taller figure in the black and pink shorts, undefeated fighter from West Drayton.
Unfortunately for Campbell, he's not facing the same O'Meara that he did previously. It's an improved O'Meara. There's better versatility in his work. Okay, walked onto a shot there. This is the hurt game. Not going to get away with it all the time. But it's up to Campbell now to raise the stakes. Got to raise his game.
Campbell told by his corner man he needed more effort.
I don't think he lacks effort. But what he's got to do, he's got to jump on O'Meara, and he's got to keep him backed up. He puts the pressure on, well and good. But it's here on the inside where he needs to get to work. I think both boxers getting just a little bit weary now. Both put a lot of work into these rounds, particularly O'Meara, who's been fighting at quite a high work rate. Lots of lateral movement from him.
Six rounder, it could turn out to be a little bit grueling as the fight unfolds. Campbell trying to match fire with fire now. Oh, good strength from O'Meara.
Just shoved him off quite nicely there. But I tell you what's more sapping in strength, John, when you're in there, not so much hitting the target, is when you're missing the target. You throw the punches you miss and it takes a lot out of you. And I think that's what's happening with Campbell. And if he looks tired, it's not because he's hitting the target. A lot of his punches are missing. And what O'Meara's just done there is made him miss and made him pay. O'Meara now looking to introduce the uppercuts, because what you've got, the situation now is Campbell leaning on and wide open to the uppercut.
Another round for O'Meara, this one, certainly the way I'm seeing it. Do you agree with that, Duke?
Yes. Yeah, the pace is slackened, a little bit more scrappier now, but O'Meara for me.
Little step back, let him come up, cut left foot. He's going to walk right into it. Look. Moving to your right, focus, not getting it.
Corners, 10 seconds. Seconds out, round 4.
Fourth round of a 6-rounder, and Steve O'Meara in the black and pink shorts in control at the moment. You agree with what he was being told by Jim McDonnell between rounds, Duke?
Absolutely, it was good advice, because the situation again is what we have is Campbell forcing the fight, trying to get close to O'Meara, and that's a lovely combination. O'Meara off the back foot. Just got to keep
sustained aggression.
Yeah, got to keep his chin down. He's gone combination mad in this round. It's fantastic work by O'Meara, really.
Took a solid right hand, though. Can't afford to get careless.
Yeah, just got his chin up in the air as he's throwing those combinations. You know, I counted maybe 15, 20 punches going in there. Pretty much all unanswered. Not everyone hit the target, but an impressive display going into this round.
Not surprisingly, I think, feeling the effects of the exertions.
Yeah, he's got to regroup now. He's got to just take his foot off the gas. Regroup, get his second wind. It was an impressive display of punches. And all O'Meara needed in that combination, if one of them would have hit the target, then the rest would have all just followed suit, and it would have been a question of maybe the referee stepping in. But unfortunately, quite a lot of them missed. But it was a good display of punches, nice array.
Campbell still in there, though. Told by Russell Smith between rounds, get in close and apply the pressure. Easier said than done.
Well, he would have been quite daunted with that display from O'Meara. Let's make no mistake about that. Campbell looking a little bit bemused. We can clearly see who's learned from their first outing, who's improved the more from the experience that they had.
There wasn't a lot between them first time round, was there?
No, not at all. Not at all. In actual fact, I thought that Campbell was just a little bit hard done by, but O'Meara for me in this round has left nothing unanswered, gone straight back to the drawing board and just looked to improve, and that's exactly what he's done.
Good ticket seller, O'Meara, got plenty of supports in the Colosseum. And surely he has won another round.
I've got him down all 4, quite comfortably. I mean, obviously he's having to work for these rounds, but he does it with good effect. Is that combination, look, off the back foot. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I'm going to keep counting. 21, 22, 23, 4, 5, 6, 7, 28, 29, 30 punches. At least a 30-punch salvo there by O'Meara, which is very impressive for a 6-round fighter.
And finally got caught by that right hand. That's what he doesn't need to do. But I suppose he'd argue if I've landed 30 and only take one back, that'll do.
That'll do for me.
Seconds out, round 5.
Into the 5th round of 6. And Steve O'Meara in the black and pink shorts continues to dominate. Our Master of Ceremonies stepped into the ring between bells there. He wanted to stop it. Steve O'Meara wanting the 6-rounder, and that is what he will get.
Well, it's nice to see improvement in O'Meara at long last for a young boxer that's, you know, promised a little bit, and all of a sudden, not for me, he just wasn't showing it. But now, tonight, at last, at this level, some very good, impressive displays, nice variety of punches, and the improvement at last is starting to come.
Just needs to maintain it now and box his way towards a very emphatic victory.
I'm not saying he's world class, I'm not even saying he's the best in the country. But what we're seeing is a 6-round fighter that's going to take a lot of holding at this level.
And if you had the time form, he would have a P next to his name, wouldn't he? A progressive animal.
Absolutely. No, Campbell, for me, at the end of the last round, looked totally out of it. In his mind, just, I think he's resigned himself now to the fact that he's going to get beaten on points. Knows he needs a knockout to win, and will really have to go for that knockout.
Right hand's the one he's looking for.
Well, fortunately for O'Meara, he's been reading it all night long.
Minute to go in the penultimate round. Richie Davis hasn't had a lot to do either, has he? Which is good to see.
Not at all. Hardly been involved in this fight at all. It's been a very clean fight. No infringements. There's that lovely combination by O'Meara again, off the back foot. That's been the combination for me that's really separated the two, and it's really stood out for me. Leans onto the back foot, right uppercut, left hook, straight right, then starts a, you know, a nice blistering attack.
Could be a big attack now to finish the round in the last 30 seconds.
Maybe not, because I think O'Meara must be arm weary. He's throwing a lot of punches.
He has thrown a lot of shots, hasn't he?
No, full credit to Campbell. You know, he soaks up a lot of punishment, but he's still pitching in there. Still trying to find a way to win this fight.
The only way he can do it now is knockout. Drew Campbell needs to put O'Meara out in that last round. How does he do it? Let's listen.
Be sharp. We need one more round. Can we be sharp for 3 minutes?
This little lean back from Campbell. Uppercut, hook, lean back. Guard up nice and high. Ready for the return. Little roll, makes him miss.
Tank last round. He ain't. So be smart, box at a good tempo. Everything fast. You know, when we go out the comfort zone with the combinations, let's have a couple of them this round, and then back on the beautiful boxing. But don't run into nothing. Let's see plenty of feints. Look to draw shots, then count them, because that's when you have a success. Not when you're leading off. Draw in, drop in short, drop out, and drop in. Yeah.
This little mouse under that left eye, isn't there, where he's chipped one or two of those right hands.
Seconds out, 6th and final round.
So the last round, and Steve O'Meara, have you got it as a complete shutout, Duke?
I have got it as a complete shutout for O'Meara. Harder punches, obviously. Definitely higher work rate. snap of your jab. I mean, he's not going to come out unscathed. You know, he's taken a reasonable amount of punches back in return. But, you know, just got to box a smart round in this round, as the corner have instructed.
Trying to use his mobility and his reach advantage, keep the fight at range.
Campbell has to just, he's got to roll that dice.
Can he find the one bingo punch? It's what he needs. Be a big upset if he found it.
That'd be huge, absolutely huge. But I don't think O'Meara is that stupid. He's got a good boxing brain. Just needs to just stay out of harm's way and do exactly what the corner told him to, try and draw the punches in and then pay him as he comes in.
Clipped by a right hand from Campbell. O'Meara getting a little bit more tired now, I think.
Well, you couldn't blame O'Meara for just staying out of punching range now, but obviously wants to win this fight emphatically. I suppose if there had been a championship on the line, he'd be doing a hit and hop it kind of a move. But it's a 6-round fight, there's no championship on the line. Wants to cement the victory, impressed with his victory. I think he's managed to do that.
Steve-O, Steve-O, the cheers from his supporters, and just being reminded by his corner to keep his chin down. Doesn't want to ship anything too solid with that danger right hand from Campbell.
And as he starts to tire O'Meara, it's very evident what Campbell's intentions are. Still winging in the right hand over the top. Still looking for that one sucker punch as what it would be if he landed it.
Only 40 seconds to go to avoid it now for Steve O'Meara to maintain his unblemished professional record. Good variety of punches. I suppose if you're going to be picky, you'd say, has he really got the power? Because he's landed so many.
He certainly has. Yeah, it's a good call. But he's cemented a lovely 6-round victory.
Yeah, he's won well.
Yeah, won every round and shown some beautiful improvement.
Referee Richie Davis will be the adjudicator, and there can only be one fighter whose arm's going to be raised here. Steve O'Meara dominated from the outset, pushed though by Drew Campbell, and there you are. It is win number 8 in an emerging professional career for the young lad from West Drayton, 25 years old, and that is now 8 out of 8.
8 out of 8, and referee Richie Davis agreeing with Duke and John and giving Steve O'Meara every round.